know you guys haven't seen me in a couple of days, but you guys don't know family, work, business. You guys don't know. YouTube is not all. At the end of the day, I still have to go out there and get mines. But anyways, people, Happy New Year, 2025. Whatever you never gain, whatever you never whatever you never successful in 2024. This is the year to start over and start brand new. Remember in life, nowadays days you can't even trust yourself. So you gotta be mindful on this earth to tread and tread with God. Yeah? Anyways, Freedom Street, the anticipation of Freedom Street. My take on it. Now, when you're gonna talk about a venue, when you're gonna talk about a game like a basketball game, when you're gonna talk about anything of that sort, it start with the ticket numbers. When a game is sold out, you know it's sold out because of the tickets. When something's sold out, you know that they go by tickets and the amount of tickets that's sold. Um, when we look in Freedom Streets, a lot of the tickets went on 50% off. When parties are keeping where I am, whether any artist is coming here, you're not getting 50% off the ticket. You're going to be paying more at the gate. So they will start the ticket from first tier, maybe 60, second tier, maybe 80, and then VIP $150 or a VIP 100. And it doesn't get it cheaper. When it's getting closer to the artists to perform, here and everywhere, the tickets don't get cheaper. You don't put them on sale. So if we're going to count sales, then the venue wasn't packed because of the sales. The venue was packed because of all those entourage. Because if Popcorn going to come in that place, that therefore, with his whole entourage, as you guys can see, then therefore, majority of those guys didn't buy no ticket. They rode in on Popcorn shirt tail. Chronic Law, he had a whole entourage. Those guys ride in and someone a shirt tail. I'm sure Spice came in with Pompete and a couple other people. I am sure everybody else that came there as an artist came with their own entourage. So therefore, majority of those people are some semi-what, some of those people that are in the venue that came there never bought no ticket. So majority of the, maybe 30% of the venue is full or 20% of the venue is full for people that came and sit there for free. Now, my thing is, how can you have Freedom Street without a ban? No bandsman, no rough cut. Seriously? So rough cut usually play on Sting. You guys made sure that you guys got the date so close to Sting, till Sting couldn't even keep, till Sting they claimed that never really had all the money for the stage setup. So Rough Cut would have got their little money first on Sting. If Sting did keep, other artists that never came on Freedom Street possible would have been on Sting, and they would have got their little bread money or their little bit of money that or whatever money that they were getting. So here you are, keeping Freedom Street, but you cut out the bonds. Now, how can you cut out Rough Cut? Rough Cut is a stapler, a history, a column in Jamaica. So my thing is, why would you want to cut out the band? When you don't hire the band, those people basically are unemployed. You know, usually they will be playing at Sting. You kept Freedom Street. The anticipation for people wanting to see you fade, fade, fade when you were on TikTok running around like a menace. Running around like a menace. You came out, you showed a car for your daughter, which in the past when I came out and said that I bought my son a car, you hear that I was showing off. And I'm not rich like Vice Cartel, but he was okay to come out here to talk about what car he bought his daughter. Those things are nothing. Buying cars for children when you know in a first world country, majority of parents do all of that. Kiss me teeth and pass. You're on the internet. If you have eat patty, we see you. If you're cleaning your teeth, we see you. If you have warm up leftovers, we saw you. So the anticipation for people to see you it wasn't there, really. You should have came out of jail. You should have thanked the crowd for bigging you up. Thank the crowd for waiting for you. Thank the crowd for praying for you. And then you go in hiding, fix up your health so you could get back your good voice and fix up your strength and all of that. Go and rehearse with rough cut so you don't forget most of those songs that you claim so you didn't even know on the stage. You're an artist and you forgot your song them. You know why? Because you guys were playing some nonsense behind there, some kind of CD nonsense behind there. So if you had rough cut would have bang, 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 and give you the jab of what come next. Remember, there's no music without a band. Remember, there's no music when it comes to the black people without the guitar. Remember, there's nothing called music without all of those pieces that come together. Not only that, so much people came on the stage weren't basically not even necessary, to be honest. When it comes to your show, Buju Banton beat your show gone to dogs. Because even Alkaline show, because nobody out here never give away free tickets. Everybody wanted to see Buju Banton because Buju Banton came out, lay low, and then came and knocked the crowd. So the crowd anticipation was really grave when it came to Buju Banton. Because the more you hide from the people, the more they want to see you. So you mash up yourself then by running around on TikTok like a menace, okay? Not only that, all the artists them are some of the artists them that was supposed to be on Sting never came to your show so that somebody's money again you stopped. Seriously. Because my thing is, when you're keeping Freedom Street, you should think about, okay, the history of that dancehall Sting. Without Sting, a lot of people wouldn't even know some of you artists. Without Sting, a lot of foreign artists like Busta Rhymes and those people wouldn't come. You guys wouldn't even have the anticipation of knowing those people really and truly because of Sting. How do you come out now to have a date near to Sting, not knowing that the people not really going to go to Sting because your show is coming up? You know exactly what you're doing now. That man from Germany don't give a shit about the black community, as you can see. That man from Germany don't know nothing about culture. White folks, most of the time, don't know nothing about culture. They're privileged. It's about them, and nobody else most of the time. And it's not a race game. I'm only telling you the truth now. So when you make that man come to Jamaica and take over some fests and ruin our Sting, what does the rest of the black people do that you're not anticipating to put on your show? What do they do? And the other people them that who want to be on Sting, like the rest of the artists them that you guys are not featuring, that is not around you guys' circle, what do you expect them to do? How can you be having Freedom Street and you don't have a man like Assassin? How can you have a Freedom Street and you play One More Year upon them, Busy Signal, and you don't have Big Bad Busy Signal? How can you be having Freedom Street and you not even book Harry Toddler who run around like a madman? How can you have Freedom Street and you don't draw for Elephant Man? That's why Massacre never came on the show. Because Massacre can hold his own crowd, his whole big people them. No problem at Massacre show. Massacre come and deliver. Massacre find out know all of his song them and never forget none. Yes? So I never blame Massacre from not coming. Let's talk about all the celebs that you guys claim that came. You think if Nicki Minaj was down in Jamaica, you guys want to see her? Only think if Rihanna was at Jamaica, you guys want to see her? Rihanna is more to go to Jamaica for Buju more than for Vice Cartel. Rihanna is a Buju girl. Okay? So if all of those celeb was in Jamaica, then we would have saw them. Half of those celeb was not in Jamaica. Right? Drake, you guys claim Drake was there. We never saw Drake. He must would have shown himself at least one or two times. So there's a lot of people came down, but not half of those ones that you guys claim that they were there. You guys are lying, and Cartel put a wall over the people them eye. I am not saying that celebs, a lot of like Busta Rhymes and them never came in, but the one and two, Rihanna and those people, not. You guys are lying. So the way how I see it, Buju Banton show beat the show when it came to tickets, beat the show when it comes to people loving him, beat the show when people anticipate to see Buju Banton. Not only that, the show was disorganized, as you can see. Sheba, who came on the stage and trying to say that Anance is your son, is a big disrespect if he has his real father. Man usually in a run joke when it comes to their youth them. So that's a big disrespect the way I see it, although you guys think it's fun and joke. To me, it's disturbing. Not only that, Spice go on with herself, into herself. Pampute ride with her right through, see her right through till she got on the stage. And Spice couldn't even sing a song to make Pampute come on the stage. What's stopping for you to take a break and sing one of the songs that you and Pampute made together, sing together, and say, Pampute, my friend, come here, girl, and brought her on the stage. They say, be a friend with me, laugh and giggle with me, eat and drink with me, do here together, walk together. But when it's time to act together, there's no together. How can you bring Pampate all the way to Freedom Street and yet still you never even lend her the mic to come and sing one song on the stage? What kind of idiot thing that? Tifa wasn't on Freedom Street. So many artists that would have been on Sting is not on Freedom Street. So here you go now. Have all of this money has gone to you. Make all kind of money has gone to you in jail. Come out here making all kind of money. But yet still when you're ready to make money for everybody in the reggae music, you decide to pick and choose who you want on that Freedom Street. That thing is not Freedom Street. Freedom Street is called, Freedom Street is when you keep something free. Do you know the meaning of my freedom? A lot of you guys coming out here talking about freedom, and throw up that terms and that word loosely and don't know that a lot of people nowadays days really need freedom and can't get it like we the black folks. A lot of people who out here looking for freedom in a jail and can't come out. Remember how you came out. It's not about freedom. It's not that you were innocent or not. Let's be frank. So now use this Freedom Street like you guys are Nelson Mandela, like you guys are Marcus Garvey, like you guys are Martin Luther King, like you guys are the Black Panther. You guys are using this Freedom Street and this freedom word so loosely that you guys don't even know your history. Now, Spice did come out and had a song with Nicholas, where Nicholas was singing, and you had a lot of cop car in the music video. So you try to tell me that big Freedom Street. You have Nicholas a backstage. I never bring out Nicholas for Nicholas to touch the mic. So how Nicholas music is going to reach somewhere? If Nicholas is not in college or university, or if Nicholas is not playing football, or if Nicholas is not going to be a runner, track and field, then you expect Nicholas, okay, now to go take up the music situation. I'm assuming that majority of you artists, then why you never give Nicholas the mic to come and sing half of his song on the mic? So you had a chance to expose your son, you did not. You had a chance to help amputate, you did not. You Spice, what was the point? To come and rub your body and wind up and put your legs over a man that his fiance is in the crowd, and then you turn around and tell her don't look? Because they're all a bunch of puppy show, the way I see it. What is so troubling and disturbing? Tanisha, Shorty She. You can tell that girl's still in her feelings when it comes to Vice Cartel, because the last time I checked, them claims that this girl is engaged, but you really don't see her with the man. You don't see the man foot, you don't see the man toe, you don't see the man nothing. You don't really even hear the man. This girl come out here. Yes, she's these three sons' mother. Never campaign on domestic abuse, because for you to lose that baby has to be domestic abuse. For you to stab that man has to be domestic abuse. And every day on the plate of, Shorty stabbed me with a knife. Day. And it's troubling and disturbing. And every day on I talk about like woman, woman power, and woman rights. Kiss me teeth and pass. You can tell Shorty is in her feelings when it comes to Vice Cartel and Sedem. Because normally, regular people who out of them feelings, they want to be standing up the same place. When a woman have self-esteem, when a woman don't have any more love for a man, they will be standing up same place with the new girlfriend, the new baby mother, the new woman to be. Shorty their one side, Sedem is their one side. Then you can tell Shorty don't even get along with Vice Cartel daughter, because then you would have Shorty, the three sons, and Vice Cartel daughter, and see them standing up in the same part. Why were they separated? Because one thing with us black women, and a lot of us black women, we have so much feelings balled up that we don't know ourselves in public, that we can be friendly, we can be cordial, we can get along with other people who move on with their life. The disturbing part about it is that every time you see Shorty, she always show her body. But every time you see Sedem show her face. So you have beauty, and then you have the brains. Education, and then you have body and breasts. Degree, and then you have bleaching cream. It's troubling and disturbing. Enough of you black women don't have nothing to offer and always want to be in you guys' feelings. It's troubling and disturbing. When it came to the Popcorn situation, everybody know that Popcorn always walk with entourage, sometimes out 20 people. So here goes Popcorn, I bring 20 people in people event, and and he's not paying for those 20 people. Here goes Popcorn went to a hotel in the past and bring a whole gang, and he come out and blast the hotel people. Here goes Popcorn, everywhere Popcorn go, Uptown Monday, Bossy Tuesday, anywhere Popcorn go, Popcorn is always with a gang of people. Remember you guys think that Scatter is this powerful man. Scatter is only the footstool for Joe Bogdanovich. Scatter is only the slave, the runaway slave for that German man. It's only in Jamaica Scatter can utter murder to someone and get away with it. So my thing is, if he did drug Popcorn underneath the stage and violate him, Popcorn could come and sue. And once him sue down sound, that white man would have got rid of you. If you want a white man to get rid of you fast enough, get a lawsuit on their business. Get a lawsuit around their organization, and so fast they put you out like a slave that you are. So I understand the disrespect. But it's a culture to tell somebody in Jamaica to suck their mom. You guys been doing that for henceforth, so now it can't change. It's you guys' culture. When anybody else out of that culture, first thing you see them say them is the first thing come out of their mouth is bumper clot. Or if you're not careful, first thing come out of their mouth is suck your mother. That's what you guys teach a lot of people over the years. So it's the aftermath of you guys sucking mother over the years. Most of you guys don't have no respect for women, have no respect for mothers. So that's why you guys come out and tell people that, which like I said, more time when these little dirty people chum me, I'll tell them to go and suck their mom too, because we know that their mom never teach them nothing properly. And most of the time, most of them girls out here, they anticipate the same behavior as their mother. So if you know that popcorn usually come with all kind of people, then you should have said popcorn, the cap is supposed to be at least 10 entourage. Right? But it's only a black man party you guys can do that too, because some fest, can you bring all of that entourage? And remember, popcorn isn't on some fest. So Joe is keeping some fest, and some of the artists them are not on it, who he don't get along with. And Vice Cartel is keeping Freedom Street, wherever a body and their mom's supposed to be on it, and majority of the people are not on it. Let's talk about the time slot. I believe it's about 3 hours they gave that man, and almost 4 hours they gave that man to do Freedom Street. They gave popcorn the same thing. They gave other people the same thing. So my thing is, if you have to get the man from Germany to keep that party, and you guys basically almost run out of time, and when he keeps some fest goes on to like 5, 6 o'clock, then what was the point of you using that man if you couldn't get a bigger time slot, like how he get a bigger time slot for some fest? What was the point? My thing is, if you are an artist and you can keep a show by yourself like New Rules in Jamaica and you're the Don, then it tells you that you're not saying anything. It tells you that your big chest is not out there in a dead, in a ready. We all know that you couldn't keep that show by yourself, because the police then maybe wouldn't give you the permit, and you know all kind of effort would have gone there. So you know you couldn't keep that show by yourself without that white man. It's troubling to know, say, that white man never start the music, don't know half of the music, but come and buy a piece of the music. I'm disturbed and troubled. And now you're going to make him promote the music and keep the music. I'm lost somewhere. So you guys don't care about you guys' culture? Let's talk about Sting some more. When it comes to Sting, the reason why the stage people them come and say, you know what, we're not going to wait on your money any longer, is because they know that they could have got the money from Vice Cartel and Joe. Remember, if Sting was only keeping in Jamaica, that stage people would have wait for the money, because that would be the only big show keeping for that time. Okay? Okay. Right? If it was only Sting keeping only in Jamaica, the stage people then would have wait on the money, because that's the only gig that they would be doing for that year. So the reason why the stage people was impatient with the money is because they knew they could have got all of the money from the German man. So the stage people them chest big now, because they saw US and they knew that Vice Cartel was gonna keep his show. So if they lose, if they don't fight, or if they don't even waste them time with Sting, they will get their money full in pack when it comes to that Freedom show. So now use mind game. Mind over matter, you guys. Money over matter, you guys are trying to use. You guys are not even thinking about the culture and the history. Freedom Street is going to keep every year. Freedom Street is going to keep every year. Freedom Street is not going to keep every year. So let me tell you how troubling and disturbing this thing is. That stage people would have wait for the money if it was only Sting a keep, because nothing else would have keep, and he wouldn't miss out on half of that money or 3/4 of that money, because that's the only gig that would be going on in Jamaica that big. Why would you guys pick the 31st of December to keep that show when you guys know that Sting is around the corner? Why would you guys pick that date of that show when you guys know that the history of Sting is monument in Jamaica? You didn't have to pick that date. When you pick that date, other people who were waiting for Sting Little Money wouldn't wait no more because they have big US to come and collect from the German man. The black folks nowadays has lost their souls over money. Lost their souls over entertainment and not the history of the music. Vice Cartel never had to keep Freedom Street on the 31st. Vice Cartel should have dropped Freedom Street on March break. Remember how much people come to Jamaica on March break? The amount of people that in Jamaica more than on December time is in March break. If that man kept Freedom Street on March break, it would have sell off because the people them would have went to Sting. People would have got a break when it comes to their money and get a break of building up back their pocket. And then when March break come in and March now, when there's nothing really happening in Jamaica other than look at March Fest and this and that, then you drop Freedom Street. It would have been the biggest show. He wouldn't have to sell those tickets for 50% off. He wouldn't have to take bleachers to go fill up all of those expensive seats. Because there's so much people come down for March break. Them granny kids, all kind of people coming down for March break. So you come out of prison and it's like you're stepping on grenade. You come out of prison and it's like it's only you and your children them want generational wealth. You come out of prison, it's like only you and Joe want generational wealth for you guys' children and nobody else. Sting has his children. No matter the effort that Sting did in the past, uno love up Sting. Uno love up the badman police. No matter how much people allegedly that badman police kill innocently, allegedly, uno still did hold him up and have Sting and have him on Sting. So since he got wicked now, when the German man take over, when you guys savior that uno can turn to a savior and say, oh, Joe and Joe and Joe, that's when he's a wicked man. That's when he's not paying everybody. That's when he's an asshole. That's when he not get no money from nobody. That's when they shouldn't put up the stage. When there's a savior now taking over the reggae music. When there's a savior now come all the way from Germany. Couldn't take over the German music. Couldn't go own some factory in Germany. Couldn't stay in his own country. But come to a black land to take over some fest and want to ruin Sting. Ruin the culture of the black people, ruin Sting that birthed most of these artists, ruin Sting that made lots of you guys recognizing of the world, ruin Sting that brought celebs down and Sting so enough of you guys could know them like all Busta Rhymes. Kiss me teeth and pass. The black race has gone far enough like some field Negroes. So you came out here and you only come out here to only line your pocket. You come out here to jail and keep Freedom Street only for your people them. You came out here from Freedom Street and talk about Freedom Street and there's nothing about that Freedom Street because when you talk about freedom, things are free. When you talk about freedom, you talk about Nelson Mandela. When you talk about freedom, street freedom, you talk about all of these people were locked down by this system for a greater cause that they're fighting for. You're not fighting for anything. You're fighting for donship. You're fighting for ownership. And you're fighting in our feelings, brother. How dare you? How dare you make this helping this white man to mash up the whole culture of Sting? You never had to keep Sting on that date. You could have kept Sting on March break. You could have kept, Sumfest or Freedom Street. And March break. So the way I see it, you're selfish. The way I see it, most of those people that full that arena, those are people that didn't even buy tickets. The people them that you take and put down in the stage to fill those places, those people should come and ask you for their money, because here comes you have some set of people that bought expensive ticket, and then you have some people who never bought such an expensive ticket and they end up getting to stand up where everybody else is. You should do some refund. Sting would have kept the stage people them would have wait if you and Joe Bonovich wasn't keeping your show. They realized, sure, we're not gonna wait on that monkey money when I could get more for the stage, when I could get my money right away. Over the years, weren't they not waiting for the money from Sting? Over the years, didn't Lang and them work out the stage situation? So what is the difference? And not only that, when you keep this kind of show and you never have the bandsman, there goes Rough Cut, never had anything, any gigs for this big Christmas like how they always had their cuts. Here goes most of these people that would come on the show like Assassin and all of those big artists, you know, Vegas, Roman Vrego, all of them artists there. You didn't even try to say make you have it on the show and say, okay, everybody gonna come sing 5 minutes. So the question is, how can you have a dance or a stage show called Freedom Street and lots of the people that weren't even free to be on the show? How come you pick and choose who you wanted on the show? So you kept this party, you kept this Freedom Street for you and your entourage only. And you came out of jail with a vengeance and a wicked of your heart to know that only you and your children should have generational wealth and nobody else. And Spice have that same behavior because she could have easily call out her son at the back, but have one song when I reach nowhere, and she could have easily call Pamputi on the stage. Instead of have her leg over a man's shoulder while your son at the back watching. Your son not tired for you raising your legs and all kind of man. Rasta, this man, that man, the white man, this man, that man, that man. And when you feel bring out poor little Nicholas, you have your legs high up on man's shoulder when the man is basically engaged to be married. So these are the things that I'm talking about. So the way I see it, Freedom Street out of 10, you got a 5. Disorganized, selfish, trying to rub out the history of Sting, and all of this. Even New Rules beat you. Even Buju Banton show a boss show for you. You're not the king of dancehall. You cannot be self-proclaimed king like Spice. You have to earn it and win it. The last time I checked. Okay, guys? Peace and love.